We're back with what police say is an alarming response to food not prepared the way a customer wanted it. It is just one of three other top stories we are following for you at this hour. This happened yesterday at the location on FM 1960 Road, the Wingstop location, that is. Police say Tommy Nichols became upset when he learned his food was not ready yet, so he allegedly threatened everyone in the business. Witnesses say Nichols walked to his car and returned with a gun, where he continued to make threats and demanded his money back. By the time deputies arrived, Nichols was gone, but they quickly caught up with him nearby and took him into custody. He is now charged with aggravated robbery.